We are now into game number 4 of season 2 here at the Arkansas Razorbacks Dynasty, and we are now currently sitting at 8th in the country, facing off against Notre Dame in our 4th game. They are starting off the season 1-3, but they have already faced off against some very quality opponents. They got a win against Syracuse, a loss against Miami, a loss at Boston College as well, and then a loss last week to number 3 Texas A&M. So things haven't gone quite as well for them as they have for us, but of course we've played, a lot weaker opponents. Louisiana Tech 62-21, Arkansas State 49-17, and at Memphis last week we won 42-13. But our 3 opponents have a combined win-loss record of 2-9 to start off the season, so we are definitely going to be facing a better team in this Notre Dame team this week. And then after that, it doesn't get any easier in this episode. We'll face off against number 3 A&M. They are currently 3-0. Then we'll face off against Mississippi State, who are currently 4-0, could be 4-2, could be 6-0 by the time we play them. We just don't know yet. We've had a pretty good start from our quarterback, Taylor Green, so far this season through 3 games, 11 touchdowns, only 3 interceptions, which isn't bad, but also not great. Rushing-wise, Jaquez Cross has been incredible for us, the transfer from Arkansas State. Taylor Green's done well on the ground, and Rashad Dubinion has added a few touchdowns as well. Our receiving core has been incredible to start off the season. We've got mostly just a lot of speed with these 3 guys, Bryce Stevens, Isaiah Satania, and Jordan Anthony. And then defensively, we have been led by Justin Logan and Xavier Sori so far, but our secondary has played out of their minds, gathering 8 interceptions through just 3 games. Xavier Sori, James Singletary, Akari Johnson, Tevis Metcalf, Miguel Mitchell, and Jalen Braxton all getting a pick at some point through our first 3 games. Not to mention that a couple of those were for touchdowns as well. We've got 10 coaching points to spend, so we're going to go ahead and go into the motivator archetype, and we're going to go ahead and get hot hand for our DBs as well as put in work for our DBs so that once we get to the offseason, we'll have a little bit of a training boost for them. And then we'll head already into this game against Notre Dame. We'll work on recruiting after this game is over. Let's go ahead and get into this game. The Fighting Irish are going to be coming in at an 89 overall. But of course, your Arkansas Razorbacks are coming in at 8th in the country. So let's go ahead and get to it. Notre Dame will start off with the ball first. Razorback Stadium is rocking. It looks like they're going to stick to the ground here for the first play. Justin Logan going to miss the first tackle, but the safety will be there. They're only going to get 2 yards to start off on their first drive. 3rd and 9 here for Notre Dame just a few plays later. Justin Logan went out with an injury for 1 play, but came right back in. We're going to get this underneath route covered. They're going to go deep. Can we user this? Yes, we can, and it will be freshman Eric Hawker, the free safety, with the interception. Not sure why the quarterback felt like that would be a good ball, but first play here for the offense, we're going to run it up the middle with Jaquez Cross. We're going to pick up about 12 yards here on our first carry of the game. We find ourselves in a 3rd and 6 situation just shortly after that, just a few plays. We've got Jaquez Cross on this Texas route. We're going to be able to find him. We're going to make a juke move inside. Not going to go anywhere, but we are now out near midfield. Wow, Jaquez Cross right up the middle with a big gain. We're going to make sure to go to the ground as much as we can with him. He has been incredible for us this season. Rashad Dubinion in now for this next play. I'm going to run a counter, but it looks like they were going to read it initially. They brought the blitz. We still pick up 6 yards, though. Steadily driving here. We're going to find a pass out here to Jordan Anthony. Juke move inside. We're going to break a tackle, and we are going to find ourselves into the end zone for the first score of the game. Jordan Anthony using that speed. Taylor Green finding him well. Notre Dame already into a 3rd and 5 situation here on their next drive. They don't really have a lot of options. They are going to find someone deep, though. Eric Hawker trying to check him down is not going to be able to make the tackle, and Notre Dame will equalize on their next play. 1st and 10 here from our own 40-yard line. We're going to have Jordan Anthony underneath. Only going to pick up about 6 or 7 yards here, but a good pass from Taylor Green. Down to the Notre Dame 33-yard line. Can we run our wide receiver mid-screen and get it to work? Not exactly. Pick up 0 yards there. Unfortunately, that play has not worked out for us much this season. And we are going to get sacked on the next play. It's going to be 3rd and 16. Jordan Anthony is going to be running that seam route. I don't like our options there. Taylor Green, I'm trying to escape. Should have looked for Satania. We are going to be dropped yet again, and it will be 4th and 21, and we will have to punt. They're testing Eric Hawker again through the air. This time he is not able to come down with the interception. They've gone after him 3 times now. It's worked out for him once, but that one unsuccessful yet again. It will be 3rd and 8 now. They're going to be looking for this underneath route. Justin Logan going to lay the boom on the receiver. It's going to be 4th and 2 from the 38-yard line. Notre Dame deciding to go for the field goal here. It is a 55-yarder. but it will be up, and it will be good, and they will take the 10-7 lead. 1st and 10 for us now in Notre Dame territory. We've got Luke Haas on this out route here. We're going to try to hit him. He will bring that one down well. We're down to the 23-yard line. 2nd and 8 here. We're going to run a little bit of a play action. See if we can't catch them slipping. Taylor Green, we need you to get away from that defensive lineman. And he is unable to. We'll go with the halfback slip screen here on 3rd and 17. We just need to stay in a manageable position. At least get a field goal out of this possession. The slip screen looks like it's going to work to perfection, though. There is no one in front of Jaquez Cross. Juke move inside, not going to work, but we will pick up the 1st down. And on the next play, we have got numbers in the box. 6 versus 5. We'll hit this outside edge, pick up 5 yards, and we'll go back to practically the same play. This time, going to try to squeeze it through the middle with the Binion, but we will find ourselves in a 3rd and 4 situation here. The 2-minute warning is quickly approaching, so we will try to get this snap off. We will try to find Isaiah Satania, and we will. Under heavy pressure, he hangs onto that football, and it's going to be 14-10 Arkansas. Running some man defense here on 3rd and 6. Hopefully they don't catch us slipping. They had a man deep out on that right side. Luckily, they did not go for him, but they will pick up the 1st. And we will put them into a 3rd and 10 situation. Their quarterback is only 6 of 12 through the air as of right now. Doesn't really have a lot of options, and it is going to be forced to throw it away. So we will put them into a 4th and 10 situation, punting the ball here. Notre Dame give us time to score here, and if we can find Satania, we might be in a good position to get down the field quickly, already near midfield. We are into a 3rd and 7 situation, though, right at midfield. Gonna look for, is it Stevens? Stevens across the middle. He will hang on to it. It's gonna be 4th and inches. We are gonna run a risky play here with the quarterback draw, see if we can't catch them off guard. And it doesn't look like it. Taylor Green, though, going to make a move outside, trying to get around the defenders, and is not able to, and we will turn the ball over here with 16 seconds left. Break up that pass somehow, and we will end half here up 14-10 on Notre Dame. We have the ball first to start off the 2nd half. We are going to try to keep this one with Taylor Green. If we would have had that block on the edge, we would have had room to run. We were forced to punt, though, but now it's 3rd and 8 for Notre Dame. They have been driving well. We're going to be sending the blitz here, trying to catch them off guard. We are not going to be able to stop them from getting that 1st down. They're down to the 26-yard line. And now they are really threatening us, going for the corner of the end zone, completing the pass, and it will be 17-14 Notre Dame. And we are stopped on 3rd down, so we are in a 4th and 1 situation near midfield. We probably should not go for this, but I'm feeling a little risky. We're going to go for it. We will barely pick it up with Jaquez Cross. And yet another 3rd down situation. 1.5 minutes left to go in the 3rd quarter. We're running the jet touch pass. We are not going to be able to find the edge. Yes, we are. No, we're not. It's going to be 4th and 2. And I was willing to go for it on 4th and inches, but 4th and 2 might just be a little bit too risky. We barely got a yard last time, so we're going to go ahead and punt this one. See if we can't pin them down inside the 5, and that is a great punt down to the 2-yard line. We're going to send a blitz here, see if we can't get a safety. That would be ideal. We go for the wrong hole, unfortunately, with Xavier Sori. We do stop them to only 5 yards. We will go with another blitz, though. This one going to work out pretty well for us. We put them in a 3rd and 5 situation. Going to rely on our DBs to make a play if they do go for the pass. They do. And we do get a great play from Miguel Mitchell to stop them behind the line. We take our 3rd and 6 into the last quarter of the game. It is now the start of the 4th quarter. We need to complete this pass. We've got Jordan Anthony. We got a completion. Juke move outside doesn't do much, but we will get the 1st down just barely. And Jaquez Cross picked up an injury a couple of plays earlier, so we've got Binion in the game now. He is running over one linebacker and picking up 4 yards. But the 2nd down play goes for a loss of 2 yards. We're running a play action here. Kind of a risky play action. Taylor Green having to step up. We got Luke Haas, but that is a terrible throw on the run. And that will put us in a 4th and 8 situation. We're going to go ahead and go for the field goal. And we are going to kick it up, and it will be good. So we will tie the game here at the beginning of the 4th quarter. 3rd and 3 here for Notre Dame. We are running cover match, and we are able to knock the ball away from the receiver there. I believe it was the tight end. And Cross Johnson will definitely have room to run on this one. We get one block. Cross Johnson using his 99 speed to get out to the edge. Juke move inside will finally be caught, but near midfield. All right, I mean, we got to go for this one, right? 4th and 1. The ball is literally over the 1st down line. DeBinion in it, running back. He's going to run it up the middle. We will pick up a few yards, and we will gain a first down. Is a flea flicker here a terrible idea? Probably. We've only got Isaiah Satania. He nearly comes down with it in quadruple coverage. The penalty is going to be pass interference on the defense, which is very interesting. Oh, it's against the offense. Ty Washington, what are you doing? A pass interference on first down and then a dropped pass on second down sees us in a 2nd and 20 situation. We've got the ball to Jordan Anthony, but it is overthrown. Taylon Green misses the opportunity to get a touchdown there. It's going to be 3rd and 20. We've got a long way to go. We do not want to see ourselves punting the ball. We've got Jordan Anthony again. He will find the way to make the catch this time. Puts us in position to go for yet another field goal. 48-yarder though, it is not going to be easy. And the kick will be up, and it will be no good. Our kicker just does not have the leg. This game has been a defensive battle, to say the least. 2nd and 9 here now for Notre Dame. Looks like this is a screenplay of some kind. The blocker will get out there, but we will make the tackle and force a 3rd and 6. This play looks to be a pass play more than likely. We have great coverage everywhere down the field. The quarterback is going to try to run for it and is not going to make it. Jalen Braxton picking up an injury on that play. And it will be 4th and inches. And it looks like there was a flag on that play on the punt. And it looks like the Razorbacks were offsides. And it will be a first down for Notre Dame. And that just means it's time for us to make another stop. 3rd down here. The 2-minute warning is approaching. They will go ahead and go for it. And we will get the tackle behind the line. We pick up yet another injury. We are taking so many losses today, but it will be 4th and inches again. We just need to not be offsides this time. Unfortunately for us, it was about as good of a punt as it could have been. Rashad DeBinion now running the ball. It's 3rd down and 5. We're trying to waste a little bit of clock, but we're also trying to move down the field. 3rd and 7 here. We're going to see if we can get Jordan Anthony around the edge this time. Is that going to be a safety? Yes, it is. Where was the blocker going? We do stop Notre Dame 2 plays in a row. It will be 3rd and 11 here. Looking for a pass play more than likely. We just need to hold them. Great screenplay, but it doesn't look like it's going to work out for them. We force them out of bounds. It will be 4th and 6. So we've got 1 timeout left. We've got a little over a minute to drive down the field. And of course, we are going to do the impossible and turn it over. Potentially for a pick 6. This guy will not go down. Notre Dame, 2-point lead. And they will show up in victory formation. And they will go ahead and kneel this one out. Nothing left the Razorbacks can do on this one. We will take the loss, 19-17 at home, to the Fighting Irish. The game fell into the hands of Taylon Green with the final minute of the game remaining through the pick. I mean, there were a lot of other instances where we could have won this game, where we could have played better. But of course, all the talk is going to be about Taylon Green, about his inability to close out this game. And we're going to take the loss here in Fayetteville. So as far as recruiting wise this week, that definitely will not help us out. We had several recruits visiting for this game against Notre Dame. So hopefully that won't hurt us too bad. As far as recruiting goes, we are in first place for a lot of the guys that were visiting week 5. So it might not hurt us too much, but we'll just have to see. So we will go ahead and advance the week here. We do pick up a commitment from Stephen Cherry, the strong safety out of Shreveport, Louisiana. Tito Homer here as well. The right tackle out of Arlington, Texas. Brian Ball, the 4-star corner from Alcoa, Tennessee. Tim Cummings, the 4-star running back from Dallas, Texas as well. So we do pick up 4 commitments, but we do lose out on Frederick Anger and John Tinker. We were going after Frederick Anger pretty heavily, and of course, he was scheduled to visit on week 5, so it didn't really work out that we lost that game. John Tinker, we weren't really going after, so we're not missing out too much there. I'm honestly really surprised we pick up a commitment from Tim Cummings. I thought Texas was going to beat us out for him. We've got Jeff Cohn here as well. I figured Texas would beat us out for him as well, but that visit actually ended up working out for us. And we will go ahead and hard sell Jeff Cohn on being the coach's favorite here. Josh Alexander, the 4-star wide receiver, has us first in his list after that visit, as well as tight end CJ DeBeer. Unfortunately, he is a bust, so I'm not really too interested in getting him, but we've got a lot of offensive linemen here. Alex Arma from Cabot, DeAndre Mahone, JJ Peel, and Deshaun Reeder. We're in first place for all of them, and we already have a commitment from Homer as well, so as far as offensive lineman goes, we'll be all right without Frederick Anger. We've also got 5-star Shaquille Liggins here at center. this is the player that I would love to have the most. It'll be our first 5-star. On the defensive side of the ball, we've got Lawrence Abraham that we're going after, 4-star out of Lebanon, Tennessee. It is between us and Tennessee. Then we, of course, got 4-star Brian Bale this past week. We've got Barry Canoff here. We're currently in second place behind Nebraska for him, but he is coming on a visit in week 7, so if we can hold off until then, we might be able to pick him up. It doesn't look like we're going to be able to, but we'll see. And then we've got strong safety here that we, of course, got committed from Stephen Cherry. We just went through the prospect list and found 5-star Cole Cutting, ranked 17th in the nation, a 5-star athlete. It looks like he is a linebacker that just has not been recruited by anyone. So we are, of course, going to take that opportunity to go after him. If we can get 2 5-stars in this class, it would be incredible for us. We found 4-star tight end here, Khalid Smith, that no one was going after, so we're going to go ahead and go after him. And then we found another 4-star defensive tackle here in Brian Flavors, that no one is going after, so we're going to go ahead and go after him. He's ranked 100th in the country. And the Razorbacks dropped down to number 18 in the country, which is unfortunate, but we're in a bye week, so we're going to go ahead and advance to the next week, where we are going to be facing off against Texas A&M. That is what I am talking about, boys. 5-star Shaquille Liggins, center from Metairie, Louisiana. We've had a few guys go to Arkansas from that city before. I recognize that city. JJ Peel here, 4-star left tackle from Springdale, also commits. And we're not done yet. We've got several players we are still waiting on commitments from. We've got Alex Arma here, the left tackle from Cabot, Arkansas. We've got DeAndre Mahone, the right tackle from OKC. We've got Josh Alexander here, the wide receiver out of Dallas, Texas as well. And CJ DeBeer from Louisiana. Currently in second place for Lorenzo Potts, the 45th best player in the country. He is a 4-star gem quarterback, so I'm really hoping to get him. He is scheduled for the A&M visit this week, so hopefully we will regain our first place spot on him. Jeff Cohn here, we're currently in first place, but Texas and Alabama right on our heels. I have a feeling we are going to lose out on him. Same thing with Josh Alexander here. I mean, we're ahead of A&M, and likely he should commit to us. I feel like he's going to, but you just never know. I think the player that I'm most hoping to get now is 5-star Cole Cutting from Powder Springs, Georgia. Georgia is still in first place ahead of us, but we are the only school to offer him a scholarship. He's a 5-star gem athlete that no one is going after for some reason. And even though we only have 6 commitments so far this season, we are currently sitting 16th nationally in the recruiting rankings, which is definitely not bad for the Razorback standards. Let's go ahead and hop into this game. Number 2, Texas A&M taking on your Arkansas Razorbacks. We are the home team. We are, of course, going to be playing here at Jerry's World at AT&T Stadium. Last season, we played A&M twice. We did play them in the SEC Championship game. That's where we lost to them 28-16. I believe we beat them in the regular season last season, but I cannot remember off the top of my head. It's always fun playing in Jerry's World here at AT&T Stadium, but unfortunately, it does take away a home game for the Razorbacks many times. Wow, first play of the game here for A&M, going for about 25 yards. A&M have had 3 successful runs on this drive, but now they find themselves in a 3rd and 8 after 2 unsuccessful runs. Play action here. No one there to stop that pass, and it will be another first down. We know this matchup against Connor Weigman will be difficult. He is a Heisman candidate at this point in the season, but they are trying to go with the ground game here on this drive, lose a couple yards there. 3rd and 9 here at the 21-yard line. Just trying to take away the options that they have through the passing game. And we are unable to. Number 39 here catches that pass, and it will be a touchdown for A&M. I think the name of the game today is going to be who can take care of the football. We obviously have 12 takeaways with our defense, which is fantastic, but can we take away the ball from this high-powered A&M offense? And can we not turn the ball over with our offense as well? RPO here on 3rd and inches. We've got Jordan Anthony across the middle, and we will get the first. But yet again, we find ourselves in a 3rd and 4 situation. Jaquez Cross is wide open here on the right side of the field, and we will get across midfield into A&M territory. And I think we might have a bit of a tough time running the ball today. As you can see, they've got a lot of star players on that defensive line and the linebackers. So we're going to have to take shots through the secondary, but unfortunately, when we try to do that, we are going to throw a pick. As soon as I say that, of course. 3rd and 4 for A&M here on their next drive at the 40-yard line. We need to stop them here so we can hold them to not a field goal. Xavier Sori able to get over there and able to break up that pass. Running a play action here on 1st and 10. We are under a lot of pressure, and we are going to be sacked for a loss of 9. This A&M defensive line really is something else. We're going to see if we can run this play real quick before the end of the first quarter. We're going to get the snap off. Another play action. We got Luke Has, but another bad ball. Kind of a dangerous throw anyways. Don't really have much of a choice. We got to run all go here, but we're going to have Jordan Anthony across the middle of the field. Good juke move inside, and we will gain about 25 on that play. But it will be 3rd and 9. Yet again, a 3rd down situation for us. Again, this defensive line, I mean, there's just no match. We've got Jaden Wilson across the middle. We are going to get the first down, so we are now in field goal territory at least. There we go, Jaquez. A couple of good runs in a row. Gets us down to the 9-yard line. We are going to stick with the ground game here, but we are going to go with the jet touch pass. So I guess technically a pass play, but it feels more like a run play. Jordan Anthony here. We're going to see if we can get him out on the edge. Get a couple good blocks. We get one. Juke move inside. Not good enough, but we will gain 5 yards. Going to run slants here on 2nd and goal, but we're going to have Luke Has across the middle on the drag route. Don't like our options there, but I do like that now. Luke Has finds himself in the end zone with a touchdown, and we level this game at 7. Oh, that's going to be a user pick on their next play. And on their next drive, they did have a play before that, but Tevis Metcalf going to get the user pick there with him, and we are in a great position to score. Now, we could have the edge on this play with Jaquez Cross if they just don't get out there. The edge is there. Is he fast enough to get around the safety? He is. And we will take the 14-7 lead. Oh, how the turntables. A&M back into a 3rd down situation. Deep in their own territory now, though, at the 23-yard line. They've got a couple of options, but they are not going to be able to find any because Tim Kovac on that defensive line gets in the backfield and gets the sack. It'll be 4th and 18. 3rd and 13 now, though, for the Razorbacks. We've got Isaiah Satania over on the sideline. We are going to complete that pass. We've got 2 minutes remaining. I kind of want to waste some clock here and not give A&M the ball back before the end of the half. And we've still got all 3 of our timeouts, so if we need to use them after this play, we can. Under a minute left to go. We're going to have a halfback slip screen. We need some good blocking. We got some good blocking. We will get down to the 8-yard line. So we'll let the clock get under 25 seconds here. We're going to go ahead and snap the ball. We've got Dominion on this Texas route, but we've got Taylor Green, and he can use his legs, and he will find the corner and find the end zone as well, and it will be 21-7 for the Razorbacks. And that will indeed do it for the first half. So your Razorbacks are up 21-7 on the 2nd-ranked A&M Aggies. We start off the second half with the ball. We've already had a couple of good carries by Jaquez Cross. Hoping to have another one here. That defensive line, I'm telling you, man, they are quick. Only 2 yards on that play. Going for the jet touch pass here again with Jordan Anthony. See if we can get to the edge. We don't quite get there. We get absolutely body slammed. Only a 1-yard gain. And we're going to test how good they are with Jaquez Cross. Makes a good move. Falls forward after getting tripped up and gets the first. Gonna go with a little play action here on the next play. Luke Has definitely could have stayed up there. Unfortunately, had to go to the ground to catch it. So it will be 1st and 10 though, nonetheless. We lose a few yards. We find ourselves in 3rd and 13. We've obviously got Jordan Anthony on that corner route out there. Would have been nice to get it to him. We're gonna try to look across the middle for Isaiah Satania. He gets leveled and is unable to hang on to that ball. So we will be forced to settle for a field goal here. And that field goal will be up, and it will be good, so we will take the 24-7 lead. But now A&M threatening almost immediately. They have a big play on their first run of the next drive. They're looking for the jet touch sweep here, and we are going to blow it up. It will be 3rd and goal now. We stopped them yet again for another 2-yard loss. It looks like they're running a screen play. We're going to be out here with a couple of guys, and they will not gain any yards. It'll be 4th and goal. It will be up, and it will be good. We nearly got the block there, but not quite. And a little bit of game management is what we need here. We've been running a lot of RPOs. Jaquez Cross going for the juke move and is going to fumble the football, and A&M will pick it up here at the end of the 3rd quarter. Well, that was pretty much worst case scenario for us. We've got Tevis Metcalf on a blitz here. They're still going to be able to pick up the first down. And now it's 1st and goal for A&M as well. Potentially going for a jet sweep here. It looks like that's what they're doing. Jalen Braxton coming up and making a big tackle. And it is now 3rd and goal from the 8-yard line. Very similar situation to last time. We know that they're going to be looking for those tight ends. They go for the end zone, though. And it looks like their man was out of bounds going for that ball. We're going to run a little cover 4 drop here. They are going to be running an empty set. Don't have anywhere to go just yet, but what is our defense doing? They're all just standing there while the wide receiver stands at the front of the end zone, and it will be 24-17. Gonna get that slip screen out to Jaquez Cross. He's got room to run. The blocker is just not fast enough, but we're gonna get the first either way. We're chewing a lot of clock here on this drive, and that's exactly what we want to do. Binion now in the game. We're gonna go with a little bit of a play action here. Can we hit this man deep? We gonna make a mistake. The Binion is gonna hit the defender there that got the interception, and yeah, mistake after mistake. Turnovers, like I said, are gonna decide this game. And it's just too easy for A&M right now. They are able to get down the field so quickly. They're going to pick up 5 yards there again. And now they're going to go with the run play, and they're going to trick us. Run right up the middle. They're going to take a timeout. Are they going to go with a run here yet again? It looks like they are. We missed the first tackle. We get the second. It'll be 2nd and goal. Oh, going to go with a heavy blitz. We get to the quarterback. We get the interception. Jaheim Singletary has room to run. It is all green in front of him, and it looks like we will get very lucky, and we will get an interception return for a touchdown here. Nothing like a good pick six to end off this game. I would love to get a stop here. I would love to get a stop here, and that is going to be another interception for this defense. I don't know how many we are up to now this season. I think that's probably like our 15th in 5 games. And we'll go ahead and kneel out the clock, and your Razorbacks will pick up a massive win here over A&M. 31-17, a top 5 win. The number 2 team in the country. We take them down, boys. And I told you, man, it was going to come down to those turnovers. I think both teams had 3. We had 3 interceptions, and then I think they had 2 interceptions with a fumble recovery as well. So really, it just came down to the timing of the turnovers. But that is a massive win for the boys to get us back on track after that loss against Notre Dame last week. We're not done technically with recruiting, we just have so many hours left over, but we're going to go ahead and advance the week now and hopefully pick up some big commitments, and we do here with Alex Arma, the left tackle out of Cabot, 4-star, Barry Canoff here, the 4-star cornerback from Owasso, Oklahoma as well, another tackle, 4-star, another wide receiver, 4-star, and that is it for the week. We do lose out on a few players here, which is very unfortunate, Lorenzo Potts especially. But that big win means we're back up into the top 10. A&M currently behind us, sitting in 10th place, Florida in 11th, Georgia in 8th. So a lot of SEC teams up here in the top 10 and in the top 25 and around there. LSU sitting in 5th currently. I wanted to quickly take a look and see our turnovers and how many interceptions we had. I was hoping to see that we were in first place, but USC have 18 interceptions through 8 games. I guess they have played 3 more games than us already at this point in the season. So we're on track to be potentially the best team in the nation at interceptions. So we do lose out on Lorenzo Potts, a 4-star scrambling quarterback. Would have been incredible to have. We also lose out on 4-star Jeff Cohn. He was a bust, so I'm not really too upset about that one. But that brings us up to 10 commitments now, 1 5-star and 9 4-stars. And we are currently sitting in 7th nationally. And we just found another 4-star quarterback to go after, Nick Clinton, the 73rd best player in the country out of Coppell, Texas. He is a field general. We're going to go ahead and go after him. We added a couple others that we scouted, but I think Nick Clinton's going to be the best. And then basically the only other position that I really want somebody in is middle linebacker. We got 5-star Cole Cutting here, so we're still the only school going after him as of right now, and I hope that it stays that way. Taylor Green now with 14 touchdowns and 6 interceptions on the year. We've got to limit the interceptions. Jaquez Cross with nearly 500 yards on the ground through 5 games, nearly averaging 100 yards a game. He's having a great start to the year. Jordan Anthony and Isaiah Satania are leading the wide receiver core by far. The offensive line has only given up 6 sacks through 5 games, so we're looking pretty good there. And then defensively, like I've said before, it's still the linebacker party here for the Razorbacks. Justin Logan and Xavier Sori carrying this defense as of right now, but also you got to give a big shout out to the defensive backs. Singletary has gone crazy. Metcalf's been great. Akari Johnson's done well. Jalen Braxton has been okay. He's been a little bit lackluster at times, I felt like, but still, the secondary overall has just gone crazy. We've got 3 defensive touchdowns this year. Up next is a big matchup, though, a Mississippi State Bulldog team that has something to prove, coming here to Fayetteville to face the 9th-ranked Razorbacks. We're going to have the ball first here at Razorback Stadium. It's going to be pretty rainy conditions all game long. Wow, is Luke House open there? Not really. Not a great decision by Taylor Green. We should probably stick to the ground game this game since it's raining. Going to go with a halfback draw here on 3rd and 7. See if it works out for us. Jaquez Cross able to get past 1 lineman and is going to be through for 10 yards. Well, unfortunately, we get stopped on third down. It's going to be 4th and 5 from our 36. They are not suggesting that we go for it here or that we even kick a field goal. So, I mean, we are going to go for it here. We're going to have Luke Has on the post route across the middle. Stevens on a curl. Jordan Anthony on an out route. We've got Jordan Anthony. Is he going to get to the first down marker, though? He is not. Turnover on downs. And Razorback Stadium is rocking here today. We're going to go with the blitz here on 3rd and 3. We're not going to be able to pick it up, and they are going to get the first down. And they go with 2 quarterback keepers in a row, and they lose yardage on both. But it's going to be 3rd and 12 here, going across the middle. That's a great catch, but it will be 4th and 1. And it looks like they will punt the ball back to us. 3rd and 4 already for us. I'm looking for a cross across the middle. Lots of pressure being brought. Didn't really like any of the other options, and we're going to punt it right back. Well, I bet on the play action. Very heavily there. Didn't really realize I was controlling the free safety, to be fair, but that one is on me, and it is going to be 7-0 Mississippi State. Still got to get used to switching defenders with that right stick. Definitely not used to that still. We're going to catch this ball across the middle with Luke Has for 3 yards. We're going to fake the jet sweep on this next play. We have nowhere to go. We're going to try to get it out quickly. It's 3rd and 7. And we are going to get sacked on 3rd and 7 as well. The Mississippi State defense is really bringing it here in this game. We're going to have to punt it away yet again. Oh, they're going to be fumbling the football here on this next play, and we get it right back. This game is wild here to start off this first quarter. We get sacked yet again, though, and it's going to be 3rd and 17. We're going to roll out to this right side. There is so much room to run right up the middle of the field. Taylor Green, we're going to try to go for the slide. We get hit before we can, but we pick up the first. And that'll be the end of the first quarter here, so it's going to be 7-0, but we're driving. We've got the potential to score here. We need to really bad. Good run play here. Jaquez Cross breaking 1 tackle, fighting for a few more yards, and we'll be down to the 6-yard line. We'll go ahead and run an RPO here on this next play. Nothing doing, though, as far as passing the ball. Nothing doing running the ball either, only 2 yards. They're going to stack the box. And Taylor Green is not running very well today here in this weather. It's going to be 3rd and goal from the 12-yard line. And we're going to pretty much have to go for the end zone here. Only a couple of routes that we can really even look towards. We've got B, but not anymore. Good defense there by Mississippi State yet again. And the field goal will be up, and it will be good. So it'll be 7-3 Bulldogs. And barring that one bad defensive play we had, I mean, we've been holding them very nicely and very easily. And we're going to stop them again here on 3rd down. It'll be 4th and 7. They'll have to kick it right back to us. And it is a terrible kick. Call for the fair catch. We did not. We nearly muffed that punt there. I don't know what our team is doing. We're going to have Taylor Green scrambling out of the pocket, and he will easily pick up the first down and pick up a little bit more. I'm going to go with yet another RPO here. See if we can't catch them slipping. We can. We find Jordan Anthony, and we find the end zone, and we will take the lead here in the second quarter. Oh, Jaheim Singletary with the pick. Can he return yet another one this season? We're going to go with the juke move. He will get it back to the Mississippi State side of the field, and we will take over at their 44-yard line. Jaquez Cross carrying that ball there, and it looks like he picked up an injury. His wear and tear has been pretty awful the past couple of games. We might just have to sub him out for the rest of the game. And DeBinion will be in for this next play. I was really looking for Bryce Stevens. Kind of messed up, but we're going to be able to throw back across our body and find DeBinion, and he will get a big gain there for about 30 yards. 1st and goal from the 9. Trying to scramble out, and we are going to throw a pick ourselves. Wow, and Mississippi State going for a deep pass, and we are just getting shrugged off. Who was that? Oh my goodness, boys. It is going to be 14-10 Mississippi State. Things have gone from good to bad to worse. Less than a minute left in the half. We're at our own 42-yard line. Things are going okay for us, though, on this drive. We're going to hit Jordan Anthony across the middle of the field. We've got Bryce Stevens in single coverage out on that outside. It's 3rd and 4, but we're going to try to find Jaden Wilson. The offensive line not helping us out, and we are unfortunately going to have to try to settle for a field goal here. And it is going to be so wide left, but there's a flag on the play. Are we going to get bailed out by a penalty? And it looks like we are. Roughing the kicker by Mississippi State gives us great field position now on their 19-yard line. Gonna go with a little screen pass here, and the offensive line just, I mean, we're not getting any help. I mean, I get that that was a screenplay, but, you know, Taylor Green's got to be at about 40% completion percentage right now. Gonna go with tight end crossing on 2nd and 10. We've got Luke Haas. Luke Haas is in the end zone for the touchdown. It'll be 17-14 for the Hogs here before the end of the first half. Mississippi State thinking about just going for the Hail Mary here with 6 seconds left in the half, which, you know, I guess is kind of respectable. They want to throw it short. We will gladly let them. They're going to throw it long. No one's going to be able to come down with it, and that will be the end of the half. Mississippi State decided to turn it on this drive. They are marching down the field rather quickly as well. We're going to try to go for a blitz here. We're going to miss the tackle on the edge with Jalen Braxton. And a juke move will find them in the end zone. We are just not able to stop their offense right now. I'll be honest, I've never seen a defensive formation like this in my life. We're going to run a play action. Hope that we get some blocks. We don't really get a whole lot of them. We're going to scramble with Taylor Green, and we're going to get out for 6 yards. It looks like they could be bringing the blitz again. Jordan Anthony is open across the middle. Luckily, he's able to come down with it. That's a great ball. 3rd and inches on their side of the field now. Jaquez Cross with the run. His wear and tear is really affecting him. He does have 75 yards on the ground, though. We're going to stick with the ground game. We're probably going to need to take him out sometime soon. We're going to go ahead and run it right back up the middle. Here again, going to bounce it outside. We're going to pick up about 8 yards there. We've got Satania in single coverage, but are we going to have time to run the play action? Doesn't look like we need to even run a play action. We will find Isaiah Satania on the deep route. And that will be another Arkansas Razorback touchdown. The second half has not been as kind to us defensively. Trying to get through the gaps here. They're not able to go outside for whatever reason. He cuts it back up in. And that will be a 3rd and 3 situation here for Mississippi State. It looks like they will go with the read option, but we will read it well. Kavion Henderson reads it like a book, and we will drop them in the backfield. And another terrible punt sees us with great field position. He barely gets it out to the 50-yard line. Unfortunately, that first play goes for a loss of 2. 2nd and 12. Being patient, going to just try to find the right receiver. We find Bryce Stevens. Good move inside, good move outside, and we will get the first down. 2nd and 5 here. I'm seeing another blitz. Luke Haas going to catch that one on the sideline and is able to come down with it before being knocked out. It'll be 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. We're going to go with another pass play here. I tried to sub Jaquez Cross out, and he is just sticking in. For whatever reason, we cannot get him out of the game. And I'm afraid to run the ball with him because his speed is down to 74 or something like that. We're going to find him here with the pass play, though, and we're going to run right into our own guy. Rashad Dubinion in now for the 2nd and 6. We get a couple good blocks. We aren't able to get past that last man. It will be 3rd and 2 now. We will again go for the run play. We're going to run outside zone here. See if it works out for us. We're going to cut it up the field. We are not going to get past that wall. We will be in a 4th and 1 situation. Let's go ahead and go for it, boys. I mean, we should probably take the field goal. But are we going to do that? No, we're not. We're going to run it right at them. We're going to pick up the first down. At least I hope we do. Very, very lucky there. We barely get it. We're going to run right at him again. And we are going to get in the end zone with Rashad Dubinion. Bringing him in for Jaquez Cross at the end of that drive works out very well for us. 3rd and 2 here for Mississippi State right at the beginning of the 4th quarter. They're running outside with this wide receiver here on the jet touch pass, and they will pick up the first. Wow. Running back running right through the middle of the field on the jet seam. Now it's 1st and goal from our 4-yard line. It has been extremely difficult to predict what this Mississippi State offense is going to do. But right there on that play, we blitzed perfectly, and we will get them down in the backfield. It'll be 2nd and goal now, but they're going with the empty set, which almost guarantees a pass play unless they run it with their quarterback, which they do. They only get down to the 6-yard line, though. And then the next play, they're going to dump it short to their tight end. That works out perfectly for us. We will hold them to just a field goal here, of course, as long as they make it. And it will be up, and it will be good. So the lead is now cut to just 7 for us. We're going to try to waste some clock here on this next drive. Quarterback keeper here with Taylor Green. Juke move outside, and we will get taken down for the first down. And Jaquez Cross is back in the game for us and getting absolutely blown up in the backfield. Why is he back in the game? I don't care if it's 2nd and 13. We're going to go ahead and run the ball. It's 3rd and 10 now. And we're going to go with a little RPO here where we could potentially swing it out to Dubinion. I don't know how much I like that, but we'll see. Yeah, we're just going to go ahead and keep the ball with Rodney Hill. We've got room to run out here. We're going to find the edge. Juke move back inside. We'll pick up the first down, and that will be the 2-minute warning. We'll go with the play action here. We've got Satania deep again. It is too easy. He is always open on those seam routes or on those go routes, and that will be a 38-24 lead for your Razorbacks. We're going to force them into a 4th and 7 situation. They are going to go for it here, and it looks like they will convert it actually up the middle of the field. This is about the time that we see a pick from one of our guys, and we see it there. Xavier Sori, yet another interception for his season. He could easily be on his way to a Defensive Player of the Year award. And that will be your ball game. The Bulldogs come to Fayetteville and give up a pretty good fight, but they just weren't any match for the 9th-ranked Razorbacks. And despite Taylor Green's rough start to the game, I mean, he only went 19 of 30, but he did have 276 yards and 4 touchdowns through the air. So he's making his numbers look a lot better. Jaquez Cross ended up having 78 yards on the ground. Taylor Green with 38, Dubinion with 30, Rodney Hill with 12 in his 1 carry. Jordan Anthony was consistently open for us, but the big player of the game for the receiving corps was Isaiah Satania. 2 catches, 79 yards. And one thing you'll notice about our defense, if you look over to the right, you'll see what class each player is in. And you can see that our first 3 guys are freshmen, and 4 out of our first 5 players in this game, as far as tackling wise, we're all freshmen, so this defense has a lot to look forward to here in the future. So let's go ahead and sim the week one more time, or advance to the next week one more time, see what commitments we pick up, if any at all. We get CJ DeBeer, the tight end out of Louisiana, and that is going to be our only one, and we lose out on defensive end Lawrence Abraham. But the Razorbacks are up to 7th in the country now. We're going to be facing off against Auburn in the next game. Then we'll play at Texas and at Tennessee in the next episode. After that, we'll round off the season with LSU, Ole Miss, and Missouri. But I hope you guys are ready to see if this team can make it to the college football playoff in just our 2nd season in this dynasty. Leave a like if you enjoyed the video. Please be sure to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already, and leave your comments about how you feel about the video if you are still watching at this point. I appreciate you guys for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.